I'm a Raider fan because of my dad and Marcus Allen.
I'm a Raiders fan. Born in Oakland, I will always be loyal to the Silver and Black.
I'm a Raider because I came back to the Bay from LA with my team.
I'm an Oakland Raider fan because of my grandmother. Town business.
I'm a Raider fan. My grandmother raised me as a Raider fan.
What's up, Raider Nation? Welcome to the pre-game recap. I think we're at today.
Pretty much pre-game recap. What we think is going on after for the rest of the show. It's like pre-game recap and what's going on with the season. You know what I'm saying? I have to say,
I definitely don't have as much energy as I did yesterday, and I feel like my voice is a little deeper today. And I wasn't even at the
Right. Definitely. I know everyone's, a little bit recovering. It was just preseason, so you know how it is when it's a regular season game.
It's preseason for us too, right? We got to get back in streaming mode and hype mode and drinking mode and smoking mode. I woke up this morning and my hair actually still smells like a cigar, which is kind of disgusting.
Yeah. Hey, it always smells bad the next day. Like, oh, what did I do yesterday? Yeah, but hey, that's what we do. So you'll be good to go later on.
Someone's calling me. I don't know if we're taking callers, but don't call me yet. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. but thanks for chiming in already. So yeah, what's up, Q? I think Q is going to join us a little later, potentially. What is up, Raiders? Squid, Yellen Raiders, Ricky, of course. Ricky, by the way, I think I owe you still like a raffle prize or something if you want to claim that. If you don't, I won't get my feelings hurt. Just let me know. And I don't remember what it was, but it was something like a tote bag.
Let's see who else is out there. Raider Art, Raider Mo, Nate. Let's go. Nate's asking if anyone's going to LA next week. Definitely not.
I'm not.
not for a preseason game. Maybe for the regular season. Again, you guys know I'm trying to get over this corona, so I'm definitely
so stay away from us. Stay right there where you are.
Exactly. So I'm definitely not going to LA.
Not going. I will be at the 49ers facility for the Raiders game when they're out here in the Bay. I don't know if I'm going to be going to the game, but I'm definitely going to be tailgating. I only want to pay like $40 for that, to be honest. So if the tickets drop to like $40, I'm in. But other than that, see, I guess
you know how it is when you're out there at the parking lot. Someone will probably just give you a ticket to a preseason game.
I know. I'm kind of hoping on that. The tickets for their game was like $16. Did they play yesterday? I want to say they played yesterday, and it was like $16. So the Raiders obviously have really driven the price up.
Right.
It's closer to like 90 right now or something, which is too rich for my blood for preseason.
You definitely. 16 is too rich for my blood for preseason. I don't even care.
Right.
It's great. Like I know we're all fired up. I thought we looked better than I thought we would yesterday, which is great. I'm really happy about it. But again, it's preseason, so let's pump the brakes. Russell Wilson.
Hey, I'm happy with the win. I'm happy with I'm telling you. I think it's just like I'm scarred from being a Raiders fan that everything I see is like gloom and doom for me immediately. And when the first play went for a sack for a loss, I was like, here we go again. And then the second time, and then the second time I had that feeling was that I think they were like on the 1 yard line or less. And second down, the defense stopped the Raiders. The third down, the C whatever they are stopped the Raiders. And I'm like, 4th and goal, and they're like inches away now, and they're not going to score a touchdown. I'm thinking to myself. And they did, thank goodness. But I think I'm just a scarred fan at this point that I'm always like thinking they're going to fail.
Definitely scarred fans. Let me tell you one thing that whole thing definitely to me.
Oh my God! Hold on. This is too good. This is good to pass. This is too good to pass right here. Thor went to preseason games in Oakland. Now you bougie.
Oh, you know what, Q? That's funny. And I don't know. I would have went yesterday if I wasn't sick. But I actually was offered a few from 2 different people free tickets for me and my wife if we wanted to go. And I would have went, but I just, like I said, I'm not gonna go get sick. And you're right, Q, but you know how it was. I mean, we had tickets because we're season ticket holders.
I would have went if they were still in Oakland.
So you know what I'm saying? So I was gonna go, definitely. I mean, but I ain't gonna go pay no crazy money. I mean, we were if I didn't have to buy the preseason tickets, I wouldn't. But they came in the package, so we going.
Yeah, I would have went if they were playing here at the Coliseum. I would have went. I know. Season 1, Thor has the FLV T-shirt, and now look at him.
Hey, I'm still mad.
Have things changed?
I'm still mad for sure. You know. Man.
Answer Raider Squid here. He says, so how was the tailgate though? How are we going to deal with that heat? So I wasn't at the game. We are going to have Cisco and Scream on, and they were at the game. They can tell you about it. But I was at the training camp, the glorified practice rehearsal, whatever you want to call it, at the stadium last week. And it was next level. It was not, honestly, it was too hot. It was like, I think I tailgated for like an hour. I went into the stadium earlier than I've ever been into a stadium before, to be honest. Yeah, it was tough. It was tough to drink. I mean, drinking wasn't as fun as it normally is. Hugging all of our friends wasn't as fun as it normally is.
Everyone was sweaty.
Everyone's like, hi. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously things will get better when winter comes around. I hope misters are needed. If anyone has a clever idea, I saw Kukui had like a bucket of ice. And it was like a bucket of ice water, I think, or something. And he had a fan on top of it, and it was like spitting out like a mister, basically. So I'm sure that helped. But yeah, it was brutal. This cup, though, by the way, if you have this cup is amazing. You get this in the stadium. You have to buy Coors Light. But it's like bionic, and it will keep things cold. Like, I don't know if you can see, it's like dripping. It's so cold. I bought 2 beers at the football match, the soccer game. And I had one sitting there probably for like 20 minutes or something. And I was like, oh, this is going to be disgusting. And I pick it up and it was just as cold as when I bought it. So if you get one of these, you should take it with you and always have it. little tip for you. I have a couple of them now. But yeah, we haven't really chatted about the game, but we are going to get there. If you're on Facebook right now, I know some of you are on Facebook. If you're commenting, we can't see those comments. If you want to interact with the show, come over to YouTube and comment on YouTube, and then we'll be able to see all of your comments. Senor told me that yesterday. I was funny, actually. He was like, I'm saying hi, Spicy. I'm saying hi, Thor, and you guys are just ignoring me. And then he's like, then I realized you're only saying hi to the people on YouTube, and so that's when he bounced over.
Nice.
So hop on over if you're watching from Facebook. But yeah, you want to talk some more about the game? Who do you think was the stand? Did anybody stand out to you?
Well, yeah, so a few people definitely stood out to me. And the reason why I was excited, Trey Regis, the running back, and I really think Jalen Richard might be a casualty now because of that. On defense, Hobbs looked good. I mean,
yes, I would agree with that. He looked good.
That speed looked good. It's hard to say. Even in that particular play, had it been Russ in there, he still would have got hit.
Yeah.
Like, and that was because I want to say Phylon, who I think was playing really good. I think that's how you say his name. Phylon was getting good push through the middle. Obviously, that's why I say pump the brakes, because we're playing against a bunch of second stringers. Obviously, it's a bunch of our second stringers out there, too. So we just kind of got to see. I felt like what excited me, though, was the pace of the team. It seemed like we didn't make dumb penalties. The refs were in top-notch form to screw us again, though. There was a few times.
Hey, it's preseason for them, too, right? They got to practice screwing the Raiders over.
That was like regular season for them. Like, screw the Raiders as much as you can, whether they're in Oakland or Vegas or L.A. or wherever.
It doesn't matter.
Royally.
We got, with our chat line here, Q said he was solid. Who else do we have here? This Morrissey played. Yeah. I noticed that as well. I would agree, though. Hobbs was really kind of took notice for me. Who else? I think. Like the energy that Arnett and Abrams brought on the D. I thought the standout person of the game was Derek Carr. Honestly.
Yeah, on the sideline cheering everyone.
Yeah. He did a great job with that. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I just I actually like Derek Carr, but I know people are sensitive about it, so I just thought I'd make fun of him for no good reason.
Yeah, for real. I'd say that it was kind of the backup to the backup or the second or third string offensive line did not look great. So we just gotta hope. Andre James, though, the new center, to me looked great. Leatherwood looked great. Outside, and I was scared, just like you mentioned, that first play, the first sack, I was like, oh shit.
Here we go again. It's gonna be a long season.
The biggest thing was gonna be how this offensive line holds up. And but after that, they were solid. And I know that first play, they go play action, they were gonna take a shot deep. And obviously the line gave up the sack there. I mean, at least it was only a 2-yard sack and not like a. And we come back and get the first down off of it and drive and score. But this is where we started getting screwed. So I'm gonna name out countless plays. The play on that drive where Peterman hit Zay Jones deep, he got hit in the face mask. That one wasn't terrible, but again, he got hit in the face mask. They didn't call it. Then we go down. And we get down to the first and goal where we end up having to go for it on fourth. And I thank God we got it in because, oh my God. But on that play, the receiver, he catches the ball. He gets both feet in. He reaches out. He definitely, I don't think, broke the plane. But
that was Zay Jones. I believe that was Zay Jones who was
it might have been Zay Jones also on that one, too. It might have been Zay Jones also on. I
keep like he changed his number, and I was like, is King back on the team receiving? Or like, it's confusing to me.
Right. So, but what I'm saying is, so I'm like, all right, it's first and goal. We're at the 1, maybe 1.5. Why they put us at the 4-yard line? How do you figure we're at the 4? Now then we run the ball, we get down to the 2. If we're at the 1.5, it would have been touchdown on first down. I'm just saying, like, those couple yards, we already have issues. That's the one thing that disappointed me. The red zone offense still needs help. John Gruden was upset about that after the game, and he should be because it's still whack. I mean, the Peterman quarterback sneak was awful, but it shouldn't have got to that because we should have had the ball at the 1.5 yard line and been in. But Regas got us in, so it don't matter. It worked out.
I was actually surprised to see Peterman in it wasn't the entire game, right? I have to admit, towards the end, I kind of stopped watching a little bit. We were in a party mode and we were dancing around, so I didn't see the very end of it. But I think, so he played the entire game. I was surprised at that. I
was shocked at that too.
I was definitely not expecting that, and I wonder. I kind of, I'm just curious. Like, I wonder the kind of meaning behind that. Is he really up for a job or something that they needed to see his endurance and, all that kind of stuff. But I think this is a good comment here. Defense got pressure. OL worked, made Peterman and Trey Vegas job look easy. So
yeah, good job, O-line. Good job, O-line.
Yeah, I mean, the team, we were shocked at the dismantling of that in the offseason. So
we were.
We were like, what the hell is going on here? And they must have a plan. So like Matt said, they did look good. So hopefully that's encouraging. And I guess that's why we're not the general managers, right?
Right. Well, and they were veterans. And so I know me and Q talked about this before, and he's completely 100% right. Like a lot of those older O-line that we had, the Rodney Hudsons and stuff, they were doing their job for sure as pass blockers, but they were not creating holes for the running game for Josh Jacobs, because Josh Jacobs runs so hard and so good. He should be getting more yardage and we should be better in the red zone. Right. So that might have been part of the reason why they were like, well, let's go younger and try to get some more just like youth and energy. Like these old dudes are just kind of standing there and they're holding up the line for the pass. They're not.
Matt here has already written off Rashard. Is Rashard who?
Oh yeah, Rashard's done down a bye. And I like Jalen Rashard a lot. I loved him first carry as a Raider to the house and Saints, all that nonsense. I really like Jalen, but it's time to go. $3.5 million. Trey Regis, man. He pretty much took his job from him to me yesterday. He runs hard. He looks a little bit like Josh Jacobs the way he runs. And you ain't got to pay him. Then you can go out and maybe sign like KJ Wright or something as linebacker. I don't know.
What do you think of Raider Squid's comment here? So Zay Jones, can he be more than a good practice squad player? I think so. I think so. What do you think, Thor?
I don't know. I mean, I love Keelan Doss. I like Zay Jones, but they kind of they do good in preseason and stuff, but I just don't know if they're big game. I just don't know, man. And I like them, dude. So hopefully, I mean, everyone's getting a little older. Maybe they're getting there. I mean, I want them to do great. So I hope so. I think he had a great game yesterday. I thought for a preseason week 1.
I thought the team overall had a great game. I thought they looked good. I was impressed. Shockingly impressed. Again, it's preseason, and a lot of these guys probably aren't going to be playing regular season, so I think it's too early to tell. But it's better. I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. I mean, there was I know Arnett had that one play on the first drive where he missed the tackle. That was bad. He tried to jump the route. He tried to get the ball. He should have just made the tackle and it would have been fourth. Well, okay, gambled a little bit there and lost. We're still a little worried about Arnett. We wanted him to do more last year. Again, this to me like the redshirt freshman kind of year because of what happened last year. So
right.
I think Arnett, hopefully with his talent, will be okay. We'll see. But all in all, our defense, you know how bad our defense has been. So yeah, there was that play. There was one other bad play where we gave up that long touchdown. God, I can't even remember who was defending there. I'm kind of out of it today myself. Yesterday was a long day, man. It was getting there.
We agree. Big News says as well, Nate Hobbs looking like a monster. Yeah, I agree. He really took notice. I literally, I literally started paying attention to him because he was he looked really good. I even took like a photo. I was like, don't forget this guy. That guy's gonna ball out. I like his spirit. But you wanna bring in Cisco here to see how it was inside the stadium?
Definitely, because I want to hear from someone who was actually there. What the feel out there? Because I've heard from a couple people, but everyone's a little different. I'd love to hear.
Yeah. So let's bring in Black Hole Cisco Kid. What is up? How are you?
Hey everybody. Kid. Good morning. Good afternoon. Morning. Good afternoon.
Oh, yeah. Good after. Oh, I hear your voice is a little raspy.
Yeah. I did a little
That's good. That's good.
Pre-season.
You did a good job at the game then.
Yes. Certainly did.
How was it? Is that obviously that's the first game. Is that your first event there as well?
No, I was at the soccer game too. Remember?
Oh yeah, you were. I just forgot because I never ran into you because it was impossible to get around. But that's a whole different story.
Right.
So yeah, tell us how was it from your point of view?
Well, let's start with the tailgate. Getting in was kind of, just like it was in Oakland, a little hairy, waiting in line. Got the tailgate set up. It was great. It was cool. But it was definitely hot. Definitely.
How hot was it actually?
It was pretty hot to where, I mean, honestly, my shirt felt like I walked out the gym.
See,
no
this
lie.
Is one of the guys that say, but when we were hugging people at that scrimmage, it was like, oh hi.
Yeah, I brought my jersey and I put it on once we entered the game, entered the stadium. But I just had a T-shirt on at the tailgate, and man, it was like I said, it was like I walked out of the gym. It was just soaking wet. Yeah. So we were all there. Yvonne, Suzanne, Vegas Ralph. We all had a great time. My Black Hole folks were with us. And man, it was a great time. It was a great time just being out there, just getting that feeling.
Which slot are you guys set up in?
We were in J. We were in J.
Okay, that's where I was too when I was out there.
Yeah, and it was a good time. It was a good time. And let's fast forward to the game. The atmosphere inside was it was awesome. It was
Yeah.
electric. I mean, I'll give
Were
it
they
up
still
to.
piping it? Were they still piping in that really loud, like, artificial noise?
I didn't pick up on that. If they
You didn't
were,
notice it?
I
Okay.
didn't notice it. No, no. But man, I mean, hats off to Carlos Santana and the band, man. That was just awesome. That was just awesome. Even old girl,
Marie Osmond?
Marie Osmond. Yeah, I was gonna say Osmond. I was trying to remember her first name. Man, I mean, at her age, still looks great. Still's got a great
I was
voice.
impressed. I was like, wow, she really did a good
Yeah,
job.
she did a great job. She did a great job. Yeah, the atmosphere was electric. I was impressed with the intro. Um, it was just great. It was just great all around. I was happy. I was happy leaving there. Not just because we had a win, it was preseason, but I was honestly impressed with the whole Raider game experience inside Allegiant. It was awesome. It was
Cool.
awesome.
What you said you liked the how do you say the entrance or the whatever?
The intro, yeah, the little video intro, and
okay. So
yeah,
what
with the
what did
players
it
coming
entail?
out. Man, it was. Well, I don't want to ruin it for nobody, so next time. But I
Spoiler
mean, it
alert.
was. Yeah, it was. They had the the lines on the exterior of the stadium, the white lines. They had that like going through Vegas and going through the mountains, and then you would see a Raider helmet pop up, and then claws and hands, and then players, and I mean, they even did a little silhouette of gorilla in there too, in the background. It was pretty impressive. I wish I would have videotaped it. It was pretty damn cool. It was cool. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was cool.
Nice. I talked to my cousin Cole a little while ago. He's if you know cousin Cole, you know he's pretty intoxicated right now, and also recovering from yesterday. He will end up going to the game too, and he just said to him, it was cool, but it just felt too plastic and not like home to him. Like,
You know, I got a sense of that too, and I think it was because it's the dome. You know, I'm used to, obviously we're all used to just open air stadium, you know what I mean? Yeah, that was different. That was different, you know.
But then we don't want to die in the heat, so
Exactly. No, definitely not. So yeah, it was different. It was different, but I think again, I think it was just because we're in a dome now and not an open air stadium. So
yeah, it's definitely going to take some getting used to. Even watching it on TV, it just looks so odd to me. It's not what I'm used to. It doesn't feel like I'm watching a home game. Right. Every time I watch, them play in the new stadium, it feels like they're playing in a.
You're like, where's the baseball dirt?
Yeah, where's the baseball diamond?
Right.
Yeah, no.
Why are there logos on the field? They're not supposed to have logos at this time of year, right? They can't paint on it.
Exactly.
So
but it was cool.
So what about for you? Because we watched on TV, and I know a lot of times TV is definitely different than in person. Mm-hmm. What players did you think? Obviously, most of the starters didn't play.
Right.
What players really impressed?
I would have to say, man, like you mentioned it, Das. I think he needs a little bit more playing time to really see what he can do. The running back was phenomenal. You know, I honestly, I think Rashard probably might be a casualty. The offensive line overall, I think, they were rotating guys, but it was nice to see Leatherwood in there and doing his job. I was impressed. And again, it's preseason. We'll see as the season progresses and stuff. But overall, I was pleased. Just like Angela, like you said, I mean, yeah, that first opening drive, I was like, oh my God.
I know, here we go again,
right?
I'm
like, oh, I'm gonna go get a beer now, but it actually, they turned it around and got into gear, and I was pleased with the overall. Nobody got hurt.
Nobody got hurt.
So that was my key thing is like, look, I don't care if we come out with a W or a loss, as long as players are in position and nobody gets hurt.
Yep. Yeah. Mother Moon, I think, wasn't the halftime show that was Santana, right? Santana and the orchestra.
Yeah.
And she also wants to know, did you see a lot of Seahawks fans?
There was a few.
Someone said
Not
that
not too
there
many,
was an
but there was a
entire
few.
section. Was there an entire section? Someone said.
I don't know. We were in the black hole area, and I probably seen. I know somebody behind me was because they were clapping, but they weren't in Seattle gear. Um, I would say I saw in that section 123, 122. There was probably like less than 10, but they were scattered. They weren't like
Yeah.
a group of them. No.
So not overwhelming.
No. No.
All right. Well, that's good to hear.
That's
I
very
was
good.
thinking, I was assuming that every game, well, we'll see when the season happens. It would be pretty overwhelming with other fans, just other fans in general. I was thinking even fans that didn't have teams playing.
Right.
But then how many fans of other teams are going to travel for a preseason game? Like, I'm never going to travel except maybe out to Frisco back when I lived there. Now I probably won't even travel there to go to a preseason game. It doesn't matter. Who cares? The starters don't play.
I think that's so interesting, though, because maybe you guys could explain this to me, because everybody's a freaking football fanatic, more so than really I am, believe it or not. Most people think I'm a fanatic, but I think I'm more of a casual fan. But anyway, but people will go to training camp and people will go to like all these other things that the players are just practicing. They'll literally just go watch them. I don't know. Sitting around, getting an autograph, whatever. But so why is preseason so uninteresting to people when they'll travel to watch them practice? I don't get it.
That's a good question. I don't know.
You're still at the game. You still get the experience. You still get to see the players. You still get to see the stadium. You get to watch football, whether it's the starters or not. I don't know. I just find that so interesting. And the tickets were cheap, so it's your chance to actually go see. I thought it was a perfect opportunity for people to go.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess that is probably a good for a more casual fan, sure. For a more crazy fan that really is when it doesn't end up not counting, you're just whatever. Any stat from yesterday, I don't know who rushed for what, I know Vegas had a touchdown. I know the other dude, Edmonds or whatever, had a touchdown. None of that stuff matters in a couple weeks. So the win-loss record doesn't matter in a few weeks. If we go 3-0 in the preseason and then end up 8-1 in the regular season, we're not 11-8-1. So it just for me, it's because I feel like I put so much energy into game day. Especially when we did the tailgate big, and now I might not be doing my Superhood tailgate out of the thing, but we're still obviously going to be doing stuff, tailgates at the house on the night before, parties, whatever.
Yeah.
When it's game day weekend, we put in so much effort. Right. It's got to count for me to really,
I felt like I put in so much effort yesterday. It consumed my entire day, and I wasn't even at the game.
Yeah, true. I hear you. So that's my opinion.
Hugh has just made my point, or a great point so I can understand why people don't like preseason games. Here we go. Preseason is for second and third stringers, and beers are still $20.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
How much were beers out there? I don't know.
They were pretty pricey. They were pretty pricey.
Like $15.
They're pricey at all stadiums.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think this thing was like $15. I think I don't remember.
No. What about this? Very important for me when I go. How easy is it to sneak alcohol in? Whoa, that's very important.
All right, hold on. Let's tell our secrets offline so we don't.
Right. Yeah. Don't be exposed.
Okay.
Yeah, don't be exposed.
You're right.
I don't know the right word for it, and I don't want to offend anybody. What's the word for?
I'll let you know at the next grilling and chilling session.
Yeah, right.
For sure. Hopefully it'll be soon because we're almost recovered.
Right.
Hopefully it'll be soon.
By the way, here's a message to all of you that are watching, and if you're not watching, tell a friend. Quit putting secrets on Facebook. You put secrets on Facebook, they're going to recognize it, they're going to fix the issue, and then we're not going to be able to get away with it anymore. So stop it.
Right. Exactly.
Right. We got to quit snitching on ourselves. You're right.
Right? For real. Keep that to yourself.
Right. Yep. That's true. That's very true. My bad, guys. My bad.
So some discretion, Raider Nation.
Right.
All right. Anything else you have for us, Cisco? Before I know you're
Just thank you guys.
Out from yesterday.
Yeah. I'm over here chilling on the patio with my boy Otto, and we just taking in this little weather, this nice little weather. It's starting to get a little hot out, so I'll probably get back in, watch the rest of the A's game, and just relax my day. But thank you guys for having me on. It's always a pleasure to be on, and good to see you guys.
It's an ugly A's game today, though.
I know.
All right, Cisco. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Brother. I'll holler at you, man. We'll be good soon, man.
Yes, sir. Stogies.
For sure, man. We got most def.
All right. Yeah, guys. Thank you.
Bye. All right. So, yes, I agree with Matt over here. Matt, I hope they bring Metallica to the stadium this season. I do too. I mean, I hope they bring some kind of hard type of what I think Raiders are as well. Santana's cool. I like Santana.
Santana is great.
But all right, we have another friend of our show here, Raider Screaming Family. He's going to come in. He was at the game yesterday, and if you saw, he was broadcasting live with us here in Oakland. I don't know how much of it you could even hear. I couldn't hear anything, so I think I was just like screaming the entire time. So hopefully it was. I was actually screaming because I thought the louder I could talk, maybe he could hear me, but I don't know if that translated at all. It probably just sounded like I was screaming.
Right.
But we're gonna bring him in now. It's Raider Scream. What is up, Scream?
What's going on, y'all?
What's happening,
What's going
brother?
on? You also have a raspier voice than usual.
Yeah.
Everybody lost their voice yesterday. I like your background, by the way. I like your pictures there.
Thank you.
How we long? Marcus Allen.
Yeah. Hall of Famers, baby. Hall of Famers.
Is that like a bird or something? Do you have a bird?
Yeah, that's my parakeet. Sorry about that. I just got home like 2 hours ago, just parked the truck and got a chance to chop it up with my 20-year-old son for a little bit, eat some food. And
the parakeet. This sounds like a stupid question. This is gonna be my blonde moment of the day. Do parakeets talk?
I mean, I don't know what he's saying if he is.
Oh, okay. It's not like one of those ones. He can't come on and say Raider.
I think that's the
the parrot.
Yeah, that'd be real cool. Yeah, okay. I guess I could train him to try to do it, but
yeah. That'd be hilarious.
How y'all doing, man?
We good. How was it? Tell us about your experience.
It was a great experience. And I was just listening a little bit with Cisco and much love and respect, Thor, and of course Angela, Mother Moon, love y'all, hope for life.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
thank you.
To win the raffle was one thing. First off, I just wanted to be supportive to the raffle.
Yeah, so, thank you.
As you know, as Angela has stated and everything, I was the winner for the game yesterday for her seat. So we bought the parking pass. Went with a carload of 6 people in one small size SUV, but it's all family, you know. Pulled out all the grill and Dex, the chef, was out there, so he was on the grill. I was trying to move around and make sure that the Raider Nation was aware of the Raider Challenge coin, and also dealing with some Tom Flores and Woodson jerseys, you know, from my brother Mayo out here. He had a whole bunch of extras, so I was trying to feed them, you know, into the population of the nation.
How was it? So, I mean, obviously it was hot, but the tailgate was cool otherwise?
Yeah, I enjoyed the tailgate. Of course, it ain't what we do in the Bay. It ain't even what we do out here in Texas in the Dallas Stadium, in the Houston Stadium. Because we tailgate hard out in both those locations too. Anytime the Raiders is here, and several other locations I've been to, because I like going to all the away games as well. Yeah. You know, I'm a traveling man.
So I've been to 4 events there. 2 of them were tours, and then 2 other events: the soccer game and then the scrimmage. but I have actually never been to our seats. I've never made it up that far. I've literally only been in that Twitch club area, and then I kind of bounced around to the black hole and just kind of in that one little area. I've never even made it to the other side of the stadium, to be honest. But so how was the view from up there? Did you like it?
Yeah, it was. I don't think there's a bad seat in the house. Of course, the more you pay, the better, quality, better view you gonna get, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But we went when we did leave the tailgate and enter into the stadium. It was a pretty smooth transition. They did check the one beer can I had in my back pocket, but it was easy. I just threw it away because we had like a million more.
No, Scream! That's a party foul. You're supposed to pop it and pound it.
Right? I was really trying to stay. I was really trying to stay focused.
Listen, I can't edit that out, but I won't tell anybody.
Okay, all right. Now I was really trying to stay focused. I'm a drinker too. I love drinking beer. I know Thor is a liquor man, and
no, I'm a beer man. But
okay, beer. All right, cool.
I don't really discriminate, honestly.
That's what's up. But but I could go get more at the tailgate or get some inside. But the thing is, we went straight up to the seats that we had won in the raffle. Me and Vanessa at the time, and I didn't see nothing wrong with it. Actually, 2 Seahawks fans sat directly next to me. So I was in both of them females' ear the entire time, just talking to them about their team, making sure they even knew the history about their team. Because if I know more than you not no fan, not in my book.
Yeah. So yeah, we definitely bought into nosebleeds. There's no denying that. But I had nosebleeds in Oakland as well. I only sat in those seats in Oakland too, maybe like twice, to be honest.
Right.
But
me too.
And I don't even remember the last time I was up there, maybe like 2015 or something. But when I did go up there, they weren't bad seats actually, because you get to see the play develop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Exactly. Like being close is cool and everything, and like sitting in the black hole, it takes like a certain skill to be able to see what's going on the field. So being up there to see the plays develop, I think is good. I don't know. Maybe I'll make it up to the seats at some point. Maybe I should at least visit them.
Well, I mean, they're yours, so whenever you choose, you got choices.
I know. All right. Anything else for us, Scream? Anything else? How was that? How did you enjoy the festivities and everything like that?
It was awesome. It was a great experience. The ribbon cutting ceremony, I was actually parking at the and we ended up being in G lot. We were supposed to be in J lot, but the people guided us into the G lot.
Oh yeah,
so
it's a mess.
We didn't care. We were just ready to park and unload all the stuff. Now the entertainment with Carlos Santana was in my book, because I did 20 years in the Army. I salute that brother, because he showed up Raider Nationed up. He had all his Raider gear on, and he put on a performance for all of us. And I think right there that paved the way already. That was the moneymaker for me. It's good to see a preseason game. I'm one that love draft day. I love draft day. I like Hall of Fame events. To go to games is one thing, but we can't get on the field and do it for them. So when we tailgate, as long as we come together like us 3 are right now, we already won today. It's a mentality thing. Just win, baby, is a mentality.
Yes, sir.
It's not just a slogan for the it's more than that, And I think we won today. We definitely won yesterday, and it was a great experience. Thanks for the raffle, for the nation. And
yeah, you're welcome. Of course. Oops, that's the wrong one. Raider Mode wants to know, were you in costume? I don't think you were. Were you? You did? Okay.
I had took it in. It just stayed in my back pocket. Honestly, it was hot out there in the tailgate, so I didn't put it on. Normally, I walk around, but like I said, I was moving Raider Challenge coins, and I was moving jerseys, Tom Flores and Charles Woodson's around. Okay. So it was like Cisco had just mentioned, I started in a t-shirt. But there was so many questions about the jerseys. I just threw my Scream jersey on, and this way I can basically show the people what it's about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How the quality is and everything.
Cool. And for those that are watching, I think I have one. I think I'm going to do one more raffle. So if anyone is interested, look out for that. I think I have. You're interested? Okay, good. I think I have Kansas City home opener left that I haven't sold, and then I'm going to Philly and Denver that I'm keeping. I don't know what I'm going to do with Kansas City and the home opener yet. So the last one I have to raffle for sure is going to be the Bengals game. And we're just going to do that one at $10. So if anyone's interested, look out for that one. I don't know when I'll post it. Maybe sometime this week. I need a little break from it all over right now.
Yeah, my voice is gone. I mean, y'all know I go by Scream since 2008, and I do costume up. Wish I could have done it yesterday, but there'll be another time, you know.
Yes, sir, there will.
Nowadays, my 20-year-old son that's right down the hallway, he costumes up, but this time he didn't go with me. Normally I walk around like me now because everybody know me as Scream without the costume on.
Yeah,
but,
right.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not your name?
I was thinking about changing it legally, but I don't know.
So are you going to be out in Vegas or any other games? Do you plan on going out again?
The one that's guaranteed is the game right here in Dallas. I would love for both y'all to show up. Y'all show up, just land at the airport in Austin. That's close to me. I'll pick y'all up and we'll take care of things, you know.
Oh, thank you,
travel up to Dallas and go kick it with you know, all them folks up there. Also, he normally is the main one that come to mind in the Arlington area. But there's a big, we got a huge fan base out here in Texas, and it's only getting bigger.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to make that game, but you never know. I'm still kind of I'm still honestly up in the air about pretty much every game at this point.
Right. Yeah, I had a whole lot other plans prior to actually winning your raffle to go to this one. Because I did spend about over $1,000 out there. Even
that's what I mean.
Yeah, the raffle was $10.
The free tickets weren't so free.
Yeah. I still had to travel myself over there.
Yeah,
the hotel stay and all, so it was still like over $1,000 that I spent this weekend. But it was all worth it in my book, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Just to be part of the.
That's the biggest thing about traveling to Raider games, right? Is the experience. Like, you're not just going to go to the game, you're going to kick it with Raider family in a different place. So, you know, like we talk about on our travel episodes, that's part of the thing. Like, you ain't just flying in, going to the game, and flying home. We kicking it with fam. So, it can get up there. We go kick it with fam, and, you know, that's how it goes.
And you got a W. I talked about this on the travel episode. Yep. I can't remember the last time I took a plane to see the Raiders somewhere and walked out with a W.
Oh man,
I'm talking like years.
my win-loss ratio is pretty good. I don't know, for some reason, because I normally drive to all the games that are like below I-40 going across the country, because I don't like dealing with that cold weather up there. But like from Jacksonville all the way to you know, well, of course the Bay is different. I'll go to the Bay any day. But the you know, like LA or games or whatever, all the way across the country, whatever's lower. But sometimes even Kansas City, it's freezing cold and like, but my win-loss ratio is pretty good when I do show up to these away games.
So you tell me which games you're going to then, so I can go to those, because I'm tired of walking out in a bad, grumpy mood with an L.
It's a painful ride home.
I'm like close to asking them for a refund for all the money I spent and have to be grumpy the rest of the day.
A really logical choice there, though, because you know the Raiders are terrible in cold weather, so he don't like cold weather, so if we're terrible in cold weather, we gotta at least be pretty decent in warmer weather. So I mean,
yeah.
Listen, San Diego and Miami aren't cold, and I still haven't seen a win.
That's true. We did.
Oh, you didn't go to the Miami game we won?
No, I went to the one they lost.
Hopefully this season we get a lot more W's. I see the potential. I mean, I'm still going to remain at the 10-7 thing I've been saying since the schedule dropped. I don't want to veer off it, but I've been saying we're going to finish 10-7 and miss the playoffs. Now, after yesterday, what I seen yesterday, and yes, a preseason, but I seen the talent. I seen the depth of the talent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I really got to see, like, man, like, Thor, you had mentioned, like, what players kind of stood out to Cisco.
Yeah.
If you had asked me that question, I
Oh
would
yeah,
have
yeah.
answered it. Yeah,
Yeah, tell us.
I would say the whole defense did great. Not even a specific player, just the strength and the maneuver, and I think that came through the pickup of the new DC, the new defensive coordinator. I think he got involved in I was able to kind of see it through a preseason game before them wins and losses really start counting. You know, it's like, okay, the dude actually did something during the off season. You know.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Is there anything else you wanted to add, or if not, we will let you go on your way.
Nah, just much love and respect to all my people out there, Raider Nation worldwide. Angela,
Likewise,
Mother
thank
Moon,
you.
Thor, Omar, Q, Correct, the whole For Life crew. Love all y'all.
Appreciate you.
Anytime I'm here.
Baby.
We appreciate your support, Stream.
Much love, man. Appreciate
You've been supportive since day one. We appreciate you also, my friend.
Right on. All right. Y'all take care. Have a good day.
Thank you. Likewise. All right. Bye.
That's saying defensive back rotation will be key down the stretch.
Let's say, I want to say what's up to, I don't think we've acknowledged some of these people. Robert Pena in the chat line, Navajo Raider, Raider Panda, G baby, yo mighty Thor, he says. What else we got up in here? I think I said hi to everybody else. If I didn't, hi everyone.
What's up, y'all? What's up?
What's up, y'all? What's up? Well, we had
hey,
two
Robert
guests today.
Pena, defense wins championships. You ain't never lied. Offense sells tickets. Defense wins championships, man. Come on, D. We need that D to step up, man. We need the red zone offense to step up also, but we really need the D to step up.
For sure.
Let's go.
How do you think? And I don't know the answer to this, so maybe I'm putting you on putting you on the spot here a little bit. How do you think the Raiders will look next week against the Rams?
Well, I think that when we play the Rams in LA, correct?
It's in LA.
We'll be okay because it'll be like a home game kind of thing again. I have to assume that next week we'll see a little bit of Derek Carr and hopefully a little bit of Mariota. I'm not sure if Mariota's hurt. I'd love to see Yannick in there a little bit. Max a little. You know, I understand it's not going to be for more than, I don't know, 2 possessions.
Yeah.
2 or 3 possessions. But I just like to see some of that.
It'll be interesting to see who travels with the team. Actually, I went to the Rams preseason game, was it 1 or 2 years ago, and a lot of the starters didn't even make the trip.
Well, yeah, but that also is from Oakland, right? So this from Vegas. It's a quick trip down there. They should.
I mean, Oakland's pretty close too. Oakland's not that much further away.
Yeah,
you still gotta get on a flight. They're not driving. You know they're not driving anywhere.
Well, I know they're not, but I'm saying it's an easy drive. So, and it's not necessarily an easy drive from the Bay. You can do it, but it's not easy.
I'm never doing that. Never say never, but I'm never doing that.
No, I'm talking about driving from Oakland to LA. That's not.
Oh yeah, no, that I do all day long.
Yeah,
in fact, I if the game were earlier, I might have decided to go down there, but I don't know. I don't want to go down for a 7:00 game, to be honest. I would kind of just want to go and be done with it. But anywho, so anyway, so you think they'll be all right?
I think we'll look okay. I think that the intensity was there. I mean, I've said this for years. Obviously, we've been through a lot of really horrible seasons in the last 20 years. And I've always said, I don't care if we're 0-17, 0-16, 0-17 every year, as long as I feel like the players are coming out there and leaving it all out there for me. And I felt like they were.
I care a little.
Of course, a little. But
I get your point.
That I'm a Raider fan is what I'm basically saying. So I felt like at times the last year or two, I haven't seen that passion, that intensity. And maybe Gus Bradley, like Scream was saying, bringing in Gus Bradley. I mean, everyone's fired up about Gus Bradley. And I think that showed a little bit just the intensity that he's brought. I felt like people were playing with a good pace. People were playing with like a little more heart than I've seen in the past. Like they wanted it a little more.
And, I mean, these are guys trying to make a team, though. They're trying to get an NFL contract. They're trying to get paid. They're trying to earn that jersey spot too. So, there's a little bit of that, I think, as well. Robert Pena says, I've been a fan since 1977, and this is the first time I've been excited in a while. I mean, I was super excited yesterday too, and I didn't even expect that. I was like, what's happening right now? I didn't care on Friday. And then game day came around and I was like all hype and, all getting excited again myself. But I feel like it's always like that at the beginning of the year.
You tend to get excited on game day. If you don't, there's something wrong with you then. Go be a Niner.
I was like, what is happening? I didn't have this feeling yesterday.
Yeah. Right.
But it was good just to be back with them. It was good to be back with everyone too. As you know, if you watched it all yesterday, we were over Elwood's. Senor was over there, so it did feel like old times. We had so much food and so many drinks, and we had the Oakland music playing, and the games were on. He had multiple TVs, and it was just like the whole feeling of like, okay, I missed this, and I didn't realize I had missed it until I was like back in it.
Yeah, definitely. I really was really jealous. I really was jealous. I wanted to be there so bad. I was like, fuck.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so remember I told you I was going to Instagram Live with you. Dude, I was having so much fun. Like an hour passed. I totally forgot about you. And I go, oh shit, I was supposed to go live with Thor.
It happened.
I hit you up. I'm like, dude, are you still down? He's like, yeah, I'm still down. And I think you even might have texted me, but I wasn't even paying attention. I think I was just getting my little groove on at that point.
Yeah, you were feeling yourself. Hey, that's game day. That's what's supposed to happen on game day, baby.
Right?
I mean, whether it's preseason or not, it's game day. You got to be ready to go, man. You got to be
for sure. Okay, I can't let this one go because this my dude right here. Muse look good. Okay, he always looks good to me.
No, go somewhere. That nonsense. We've been talking about that. He's talking about Robert Pena talking about on the field, man.
He looks good on the field. Yes, I know what he means. I need one of his jerseys because yes, he does look good. Anyway. That's the little female point of view for our commentary today. Ladies, you know you agree with me. But anywho, or speechless. He's like, I have nothing to say. I have nothing to contribute.
I'm out of this segment. I'm good to go.
All right, carry on. You were saying before I interrupted.
I wasn't saying much. I was just saying how fired up I was about the season actually being here. That's all. I think that I mean, my expectations might be a little higher after the first preseason game. I know that's kind of foolish, but
does it prediction?
As a prediction, yeah, then 8-1. I might. If they play with that kind of passion and heart. I mean, the thing about the NFL is that everyone's talented. If you're in the NFL, everyone should be there. Especially if you make it through preseason, training camp, all that and all. So a lot of it just comes down to the extra work, the passion, the extra study of film, the being ready to go when you feel like you don't really want to, but still pushing through that. And if you show that, now it gives me a little more, because we do have talented players. And I love to see we're very young. We're very young on defense. We're young on offense, except for DC.
Right. So you're saying you're going from 8-1 to 9-8. Just kidding.
No. I feel like 10-7, maybe even 11-6.
Oh God, here we go. Here we go again, everyone.
Yeah, I know. Hey,
they could
I'm
go, and they also can every year.
It depends what happens the first game. It depends what happens the first game. After the first game, when we shocked the world and beat Baltimore, I'm gonna be hollering 14-3. So.
Oh my goodness, you trip it now. Don't go wasting your money in placing that bet.
Oh, she's Smokey in the house. What's up, so? Ooh, my brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Squid said expectations are still the same. Hard not to get excited, but it's preseason.
Right,
Week 1 will tell us a lot. Even that
excited.
last year we got a W no one expected. Yeah, we're gonna have to, I think this year we're gonna have to get a lot of W's that nobody's gonna expect to really make a splash in this. I mean, they're gonna have to beat how many playoff teams? Washington, Baltimore, Kansas City, obviously twice. I mean, there's a lot of I don't even remember who else, but there's a lot of playoff teams in there that they're gonna have to beat. It's gonna be tough. I of course I want them to make it. I don't think they will. That's just my prediction.
Yeah, of course it's going to be tough. It should be tough. I mean, if you're going to be a playoff team, then you should be able to beat some playoff teams. I never like the excuse about the schedule being tough. I mean, put whoever in front of us and let's play them and let's beat them. Find a way to beat them. I'm already fired up on how we're going to beat Baltimore, and I know that the odds makers say we're not. Okay, so what? Let's go out and show the world, man. Odds makers, I looked at the odds of every single game. The overall win total for us is 7.5, but we're only favored in 5 games. So,
gosh.
If all the games right now, obviously lines will change. None of that's going to be what it is, but we're only favored in 5 games with the lines that are out right now. So I see Robert Pena talking about Super Bowl or bust. Man, I'm with you, baby. I'm with you. Super Bowl or but I don't know about that though. At least get us in. Get us in the playoffs. Get us a win in the playoffs. Get us to the AFC Championship game. If we lose in that, that's so huge from where we've been. And then maybe we talk about Super Bowl or bust the following year.
I have a question for you. Speaking of playoffs and Super Bowl or bust, do you think, honestly now, do you think that Derek Carr will ever play in a playoff game in his career?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do. I don't know if it'll be because of Derek Carr. He'll be a
huge contributing factor. I mean, he was a huge contributing factor when they did make it. It's just unfortunate that obviously he got injured.
Hurt. It is. Yeah. It is. So I'm trying to think of what's his name for the Donkeys that won the Super Bowl because of the defense. So I feel like if you build up the defense and you're able to run the ball, and so maybe 2-3 years from now, Derek Carr becomes a clock manager, a game manager, and your defense and running the ball and stuff like that helps you win and get into the playoffs and so I feel like maybe I feel like he'll get in, but will it be all because of him? I don't know.
Well, no. I mean, like I said, he'll be a huge contributing factor. He'll be a huge contributing factor. Obviously, the defense will be huge as well. Lots of things like we've talked about already before, red zone play calling, coaching, of course, all that kind of stuff. I hope he does. I don't see it in the near future, to be honest. I don't think it'll be this year. I don't know. We'll see what happens next year, I guess, but it'll definitely be if it happens in the next couple of years. It would just be such a bummer for him, I feel, if he never got to, especially since he led the team to the playoffs and then missed the opportunity. Like, that's an extra bummer, right? Right, yeah, Mother Monado, since Carr wants to be a Raider for 15 more years, so he says yes, I hope so.
I hope so, too. I hope so. Hey, Robert Pena, you believe him, baby. You believe, man. Let's
12-5. He sounds like Omar. I feel like that's an Omar.
Hey, man, you know
right
what?
there.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Nothing wrong with it at all. Oh no,
Ain't nothing
definitely.
wrong with that, man. And I hope you are right. I hope we're 12-5, and I hope we Super Bowl or bust.
Here's the crazy thing, though, with that prediction: it's 12-5. I mean, Kansas City's still going to be really good. Is 12-5 even going to be good enough? I mean, that's a monster. Yeah, that's a monster of a record. And to look at that and go, wow, but they still have to be better than Kansas City. I'm like, that's tough.
It depends on who you beat. Say you beat KC twice, and you end up going 12-5. Then yeah, it probably is good enough.
Yeah.
But
that's a tall ask, though.
If you lose to them twice, it's probably definitely not good enough.
Right. Well, yeah, of course not, because obviously that's 2 losses already, and he's only giving him 5. So. Right, Ethan, Raider Panda. That's so awesome. He says he's going to be at the Rams game this weekend. That's so cool. I am happy for you. I'll look for you on TV. I assume you're going to be wearing your outfit there, so you'll be easy to point out. I will not be there, so I will not run into you, but have fun.
Yeah, have a ball out there. What someone else was talking about? They were going to be out there.
Yeah, somebody asked us at the beginning, and I forget. I think it was it Nate, maybe?
I think it was Nate. Yeah, it was Nate. So, yeah, I mean, I wish I could be out there too. I definitely wish I could be out there. Again, I'm focusing on getting 100% healthy. There's too much stuff coming up for me in the next few weeks, and then the home opener is here. And I definitely got to be ready for that weekend. You know what I'm saying? So, but come regular season, I'm definitely trying to get down to the LA game, and probably just drive down, stay at Viv's house, or we know a few people down in the LA area. Get how we get.
You mean the Chargers, the regular season game versus the Chargers you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a flight for that game right now. I was just talking about, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing this season, really. I kind of prepared for everything, and then I figured I'd decide later. I do have a flight for that game, so maybe I'll see you out there. But isn't it like on a Monday or something?
I think it's a Monday night football game. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. These Monday night football games are kind of really cramping my style. I'm not going to lie.
And it's the only show. I mean, it's the only show. So on Monday night, that's the one to be at,
This is true. And then really quick announcement. If you are in, I think it's this weekend. Is this the 21st this weekend, right? If you are in the San Jose area, the Oakland area, San Francisco Bay area, this Saturday, KOS 408 is having an event. It's like a meet and greet. Senor will be there. I think the homies will be there, and myself and Mother Moon and maybe some other members of our cast will be there as well. So we'll be going live from that event. So if you can make it, come on out, and if you cannot make it, join us here on For Life, Our Raider Story. We'll be basically just talking with some Raider fans. So it'll be chill.
Nice. I wish I could be out there with you guys again, but I'll be here. I'll be on with you guys. So.
It's all good. You hold it down there. We'll hold it down here.
Sounds good to me. Man. Let's go.
All right. Well, I think that's a wrap.
Hey, before we go, Matt, you ain't never lied. He said, "Let's be real. 10-7 refs still be hating."
Oh yeah,
you ain't never lied, because that's what I was talking about the whole beginning of how bad the ref. I mean, that one personal foul. Come on, man, that they called on Nassim, where he literally the quarterback didn't even fall down 15 yards, and then the announcer talking about you put your hand anywhere near the quarterback's head area, and I'm like, but he barely touched his chest, and then they slapped Peterman all up in his face mask. Official didn't do nothing.
It does seem like the other teams often do play with more than 11 men on the field, doesn't it?
Yes, definitely. So yeah, you are definitely right on that, Matt. You still got to beat the refs too. We got two teams to beat every game. So
for sure. Well, thank you all for joining. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Please subscribe as well if you're not subscribed already. And if you like what you saw, share it for us. Share with your friends. And I guess we're going out, huh, Thor?
Yes.
All right. Well, we go out one way and only one way. Raiders!
represent the nation. Our story, our story. Yes, I represent that nation. Our story. Raider Nation, our story. That's right. And I'm with Spicy Girl and that Mother Moon. La Familia. My door and a quiet queue. Super Hood. Omar. On the grill. And the B-Lot. 3 amigos. 4 brothers. Mr. Nicely seasoned. What's the mariachis without Senor Raider? Representing just like the beginning Oakland Raider. Darlene and the Raider home.
What about
Little Chucky Gruded, my boss. Black Eyes. We're Tailgaters. And it began on an autumn day, right here in the OAK. California dreaming in that golden state. Alameda County right here in the Bay. And you could find me on that east side, yo, representing that east side, oh. But no matter what, we represent the shield, just like Anna in the band club Emery. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Dedicated to the nation. Our story, our story. Raider Nation. Our story. Our story.